So there we go. Well, welcome everybody. For those of you who don't know me, I'm Monica, and this is my husband Robert Ross, sitting what looks like to me on my left, but I don't know if it comes up on your screen like that. And on my right is Andre Comrie, who's in Maritzburg. And as we were explaining just a minute ago, we have been doing these meetings since 2020 as a way to keep connected. So first of all, before we get really started, I just wanted to thank you for giving up the next 30 to 40 minutes of your precious time to join us on a Saturday morning. And as I said in one of my messages, you can come in your pajamas. I'm sure you're in your walking clothes, Heidi, and to spend a little bit of time with us as we explain to you why we have been doing this Zoom meeting now for just 4 or 5 years, and what we've been doing for many years. So I did a little bit of a tally up of the number of years that I guessed that some of us have been involved with this company called Neo Life, formerly known as GNLD or Golden Products. And I came up with around about 171 years minimum sitting in this room this morning of those of us who have been committed without any problem to this incredible company with their amazing products. So welcome again to all of you. And just to quickly set the scene for us, we are living in a world which is full of turmoil. I don't have to tell you that. It's been an indescribably interesting time in recent years. And one of the things that has popped out as a result, which was there all along and popped out even more noticeably since the COVID pandemic, was this thing called the gig economy, or else what we also call to have a side hustle. And so Neolife can fit into that category for people if they wanted to. Just some statistics. At the end of 2020, 52% of the global gig economy workers lost their jobs due to COVID-19. And without much more ado, I want to then now start handing over to you, actually, Dr. Andre Comrie. I know you don't want me singing your praises too loudly, Andre, but we are very grateful that you were my introducer to the company and the products. And you have been for me a mentor and a friend indescribable. And so today, Andre is going to start to do for us, she's going to present the business opportunity. So Andre, without much more ado, over to you.
Thank you, Monica. Rob, I'm going to request a screen share, please.
I'll go for it.
Oh, look, isn't that clever of me? Now to get to slideshow. How do I do that?
On the bottom, Andre.
There we go.
Yeah, slideshow.
There we go. There we go. Okay, this is a slightly different opportunity meeting compared with what anyone else has seen before. And the reason that I have decided to try it this way is because I have found, even after some, I don't know, it's pushing 35 years that I've been involved in this business, when I get shown the formal opportunity meeting, even to this day, my innards kind of do a seize up because of all the circles and the thises and the that's and the numbers and so on. And generally, it seems quite confusing. So I'm going to try it slightly differently. If this piques your interest in any way, then obviously you will need to see the real circles. This is very much an overview. So what does any business need? It requires two major things. One is it requires products, and the other is that it requires people. And the people are obviously the clients, the people who are going to use the products, and also the people who are going to market the products. In our particular case, the marketers are also very devoted users of the products. We have not found anybody who makes a success of this business who is not a user of at least some of the products and can share something of the passion, shall we say, for the products. So the first thing I will look at briefly is the products, and there are three broad ranges of products that we offer. The first one we will talk about is the home care range. This was the one that launched the company in this country in 1970. So it's been around for over 65 years globally, but in South Africa, it's been around for over 50 years. And when products have lasted the test of time for that long, then you must know that they are effective. They are environmentally friendly. They were environmentally friendly before that was even an idea. Child safe, extremely versatile, very effective in all sorts of ways. They are very cost effective, and they have been well loved in this country for 50 years and more. So very briefly, to just give you some sense of how people benefit from these products, I'd like to invite Hermine to tell us a little bit about her experience with one of the cleaning products. Are you there, Hermine?
Yes, I'm here.
Good.
Mm.
Go ahead.
Yeah, just basically, do you want to take the share screen off?
No, you just talk, I mean.
No, you just talk.
Okay.
We can see
right.
you. You can see you.
Basically, I found that especially the Super 10, the LDC too, but especially the Super 10, we've got bottles all over the house for it because it's so effective. And my daughter just came here with a doggy that's very compromised with very bad poo and vomit. And she said, this is she called it the yellow stuff. It's the best stuff that you can clean it with. Also, like things like a shower screen. There's nothing else that I found that actually can clean those streaks on the shower screen so well. And then about a week ago, I bumped myself on a shelf or something, and a few pieces of blood fell on the sheet that we had. And I thought, well, I'll quickly spray some Super 10 in and come back later and wash the linen. When I came back later, there was no sign of the blood. So to illustrate this, because a friend of mine also said that she spilled some red wine on her carpet, and she used this, and to her surprise, found it went off. So I want to actually show you to see this is an old sock with a red wine stain on it. And this is the Super 10 diluted bottle. This is the full-size bottle. And I just used that amount of this stuff, and the rest is water. Anyhow, when I sprayed it on the sock, which I will do now, and you see that there's still some red blood stain. I will show you just now how it looks in a few minutes. But meanwhile, I can just say that if you want to start a business, this is probably your best thing, because it is so super cheap compared to Handy Andy or anything else you have. A comparison, for instance, if you take a liter Handy Andy, it's more than the bottle you buy. A liter Handy Andy works out at about 46.67 rand, while a liter of Super 10 works out at 20.40. So that's half the price, or less than half the price. So it's really cost effective. It's not it doesn't harm the environment. It's not toxic. It's really it's a winner all over. So that's all I can say.
Fantastic, I mean, thank you.
I will show the stuff just now. It takes a while before it goes out.
Yes,
Okay.
you can present us with your sock in due course. Yeah, you can hear that Hermine is enthusiastic about the product, as are the rest of us. And one thing I just want to add is that if you feel that your creative juices need a bit of stimulation, you can see all the variety of ways in which you can use this product in your own home. If it's safe to have water touch it, it's safe to have Super 10 touch it. Okay, so that's the first range of products. Then the second range of products is the nutritional supplements, and this was the range that brought me into the game. Although right from the get-go, I also started using the cleaning products. And as I say here, the products are life-saving. I reckon I gained about 35 years of life, and it's still not over quite from using these products. It's certainly life-enhancing. It's very effective. It's been fully researched, which was an important aspect for me. It has been proven to work both from research results and from years and years and years of functionality in the field. And in this day and age, I am willing to say without doubt that if you don't do some supplementation, you are almost certainly running on empty. So I would like to then invite Meryl to just give us a few minutes of her experience with the cleaning product, with the healthcare products, because she's been in this game a long time as well. Meryl?
Thanks. Can you hear me?
We
Yes.
can.
Yeah.
I'm not going to put my picture up, sorry. Yeah,
She's in her jammies.
No, I'm in the kitchen. I initially got introduced to the Golden Products range way back in the 70s when I was a student. I had a friend who was also in res with me, and her mother was involved in Golden Products, as it was called, and it was just the cleaning products that I heard about. And then I bumped into another friend when I was back home in Pinetown who was doing the same thing, and then I began to use a few of the products. And then it was only about I think about 92 when I had a cancer scare with my thyroid, and I actually thought, no, I've got to take this seriously now. I better start taking products. I had forgotten when I actually started using, but just thinking about it now kind of pegs it in time. But I recently got a gift from Neolife for 30 years membership. So I was a user long before I became a member. And I think it was through Marion, my aunt, who I joined, and she said, look, you've been buying this stuff so frequently, just join and you'll get it at a cheaper price. So I said, okay, we'll do that. So I then became a regular user of supplements, and haven't looked back. So it's been a long road. And personally, I think it's an investment. Other people say, oh, so how much money have you spent? Well, yes, it is a lot of money, but it adds value to my life. So I think that's important. It's important for me. And I've always been a bit of a health nut. So I think that's something which has been well researched, and it's a company that's been around for a long time. And that speaks for itself. So where I am today. Thank you.
Thank you, Meryl. And then the third range is the skincare range, personal care range. I'm going to invite Monica just to give us a little bit about her experience with these products.
The skincare range is branded under the title of Nutrients. And as your slide says, Andre, they're certified, organic, vegan, effective, research, clinically proven, blah, blah, blah. And I have to say that I was very nervous when this range was launched, because the previous range had not suited my skin. And I know that I've discovered over the years, people have very, very, very specific needs and desires when it comes to their skin. It is the biggest organ of our body, so we have to really be conscious of looking after it as well. And so I was delighted when I bought the first lot that came in, however many, 10 years ago, so of how amazing this stuff is. I just looked up the certified organic thing is really, really a very prestigious category to have with this product. The certification organization, it's the Cosmetic Organic Standards organization in Europe, and it have approved nutrients, and it is certified by the EcoCert Green Life according to the Cosmos certification. And I don't think we tell people enough about that, because it puts it into a different category. So I find, because I'm also very money conscious, as most of us are, especially within the economy of our world, that any one of the skincare products that I'm using will last at least 3 months, which makes it an absolute no-brainer. And I am quite fastidious about my skin. I love the cleanser. I use the toner. I use, and now in winter I'm using there's a thicker one. My name's gone straight out of my head.
Rich
Enriched
revitalizing.
I'm using that at night, and I'm using the day day one during the day. It's also divided into for oily and skins, normal to oily, and then for the dry skin. And because I'm in a drier age group, I use those. And I have to say, I'm quite sure I don't look my age. And I'm thinking
You don't. I wonder what your age is.
I'm sure it's because of the nutrients and, of course, the products that I use. Thanks, Andre. I'll hand back to you.
Thank you very much. I just want to briefly say, my mother told me when I was very young that I needed to look after my skin, and I was one of those kids who used to say, yeah, I hear you, and not act. And she would buy all sorts of things and try all sorts of things, and it just never stuck with me. And it was not until I was introduced to these products, as you say, about 10 years ago, that I was able to actually stick with something, and I haven't stopped using it since. And so I had a lot of skin damage to deal with, but you know, I'm not doing too badly either as far as that goes. Okay, so those are the products that are available. And it's a big range. It's about 100 different products, so it takes time to get used to what they are and know something about them. And the important thing is that that is the foundation of the business that you can then take part in. What we have shown you is products where Neolife has done all the research and development. They produce the products and they put them in warehouses. And normally, 90% of the time, that product is available to each one of us on request. There have been a few glitches in recent times, and that's got to do not with Neolife per se, but with all the global upheavals and the supply chain stuff that goes on, and shipping and what have you. But the products are there for our use. We don't have to keep large stocks at home. We can literally order when and as we require. So that's the products dealt with. Now, who are the people? So let's talk about you. You're a people, I imagine. And let's say you decide to become a distributor, which means you're a person who would like to start building a business of your own. And you would then be able to source the product at wholesale price from the company. And you then would do two things. You would use it yourself, very important, because you become your best advertisement. And then you supply it to customers. And you supply it to customers at retail price while you buy at wholesale. And so the very first money that you earn is retail profit. And bear in mind that your own use is done at wholesale price. So that's a savings. The second step is that a customer of yours decides to join you just for the same reasons you decided to join the person who invited you. That person would get their own buying number through you. They'd be able to obtain their own product at wholesale price. And that's very valuable to you because you lose the retail profit from a person who signs up under you, but you very quickly can help them build their usage basket. So instead of using one product, they might start using 3 or 4 or 5 or 10. And every product that is purchased adds to the turnover of your business in the course of a month. Then step 3 is you get another kind of person joining your team. who gets the buying number through you to buy product at wholesale and to start doing a business of his or her own. And so you teach that person to do exactly what you do, namely to source the product at wholesale, use it herself, supply it to customers at retail to get a retail profit, and also then to start finding people who want to join her team. So these are the steps. You do three things. You use the products, you find new people to benefit from your products, you find new people to join your team, and you teach all your team members to do steps 1, 2, and 3 repeatedly. So it's a very much paint by numbers system. There's nothing complicated about it. Obviously, if you're teaching your team to do what you do, you need to be doing it. To be sitting back and doing nothing and to expect a team to beaver away on your behalf simply doesn't work. And I find that incredibly fair about this company. You get exactly what you deserve, and you will know up front, it will be explained to you if you're interested, exactly what those numbers look like as you start building your business. But there's more. So as you continue doing this, you build a bigger and bigger team. Now, I'm very proud to say that everybody in this room who has joined is effectively in my team, because I'm the grandmother of the whole affair. I introduced Monica, and she is part of the team, obviously, and she's brought all sorts of people in, and I've also continued to bring people in. So you're my people, and I'm very proud of you, and thank you so much. I can't tell you how much of a support you've been in my life in all sorts of ways. So what's the more? Your turnover, which the company assesses each month, is the sum of the turnover of each person in your team. So each month, the company pays a bonus dependent on the size of the turnover. And that turnover bonus is divided very, very fairly, and according to a formula which you will be shown, according to who has done the work. So in this little diagram, you will get the biggest bonus because you have introduced 3 people into your team. You have been responsible for training them and supporting them. You've also helped the young lady on the left to introduce someone into her team. So you're starting to help her build her own bigger business. And so you've done most of the work, and you therefore deserve most of the reward. The people, the only other person who can benefit from team turnover is the young lady on the left, because she has started to build a team. So her turnover will be based on her own production and the young man below her who has joined her. The other people will get small bonuses depending on their own personal usage. And as the turnover grows, the bonus grows, and as the bonus grows, your smile gets bigger and bigger. And so one of the first milestones is called a director, where you are doing a certain size of business, and you are deemed to be a director of your own business. And on a bad month, a director could earn something like 15,000 Rand a month bonus. And that's all part-time. So if that, you need to listen more. So people join us for many reasons. They join us because they have health challenges, or they just want to keep healthy. And that's my mission, is to tell people, if you've got your health, for heaven's sake, keep it. Make sure that you do the things that maintain your health, because sliding into ill health doesn't serve anybody. Some people want to use effective cleaning products. Some people want to use green products. Some people want to save money. And certainly when you're using the cleaning products, you save a lot of money. And when you're using the health products, you actually save money too when you compare them with other equivalent health products. Some people want to make some pocket money. Some people are facing retrenchment or unemployment and actually need something to do quickly so that they can start making some money to keep bread on the table. Some people simply want a challenge. Some people actually love the company and the positive environment that it offers. I haven't written that there. Some people want to build a legacy. If you build this business, you can leave it to your children. You can leave it to your family. I've got qualifications as long as my arm, and they don't serve my children in any way. When I go, they go with me. My qualifications, I mean. And so here is something you can leave to the family, and there are family businesses that are into their third generation. Imagine how large those have become. And some people want to try out being an entrepreneur. And this is a wonderful place to start because you cannot lose any money. You get all the tools to learn to be an entrepreneur, and then you have the opportunity to make something really special if you continue working it. So why are we here? We're here because we've all personally experienced benefits that we believe need to be shared. What you do with the information you receive is 100% your choice. However, if you feel that you'd like to explore this further, and we certainly hope you do, the person to first speak to is the person who invited you to attend the meeting. If that person is brand new and it happens, then that person can introduce you to Monica or me or one of the other people, and we can tell you more about it, a lot more. We can answer all your questions, and we can give you clarity as to whether you would like to join us or not. And that's it for me. I'm handing it back to Monica. Thank you.
Thank you, Andre. So Rob, Andre, can you just disconnect your share? Okay. Wow. So fantastic to see.
It's
Look
clean.
at this.
Is it the same sock?
What a fantastic demonstration tool. I mean, thank you. And I bet it won't smell too bad either. So as we draw our meeting to an end, I want to say thank you so much, Andre, for that very, very interesting presentation. And I'm sure that those of you who are here will be, if you want to know more, Rob, could you quickly just share for me the last thing that we wanted to put up before we finish? Okay, so if for anybody who would like to consider joining the gig economy, having a side hustle, all of us here who are doing this as an extra in our lives are doing it part-time. But it is possible to take it up, as Andre has explained, into a different category where it becomes a full-time business as well. But everybody has to start somewhere. And so the starter options would be for a Trianen 6-pack starter kit for 1,880, Pro Vitality starter kit for 1,130, 2 Trianens for 880, and the cleaning products starter kit that Hermine is passionate about and has shared so beautifully on for 870. So what we ask you today, thank you, Rob, you can take it away, is to think seriously about the possibilities of your becoming a near-life distributor, and to speak to the person who invited you and to get going with us on this amazing journey. Just to finish off, I want to just say thank you everybody for coming to this meeting, and to just give a little quick promo. You see sitting up there on, I think it's on my screen, it's the top right-hand corner with the cats, very happy to see him home down in Jeffreys Bay. Bobby Hammond is going to be doing for us next week a near-life presentation on the use of the health products for sports people, women, men, and the usage and the benefits of our products for people who are exercising a great deal, which is more than I'm doing at the moment, but you know what I mean. So without much more ado, thank you so much for joining us this morning on this business presentation, and be mindful that we will be doing this once a month from now on, and I will be sharing more details as we move along through the month. Oh, thank you, Lalita. So great to see you here, and everybody have a wonderful weekend. Thanks, Andre, again. Thanks, Hermine. Thank you, Meryl. Fabulous presentations. Have a great day, everyone, and a good weekend.